I just happened to find this as I'm just scrolling, and how Canadian media provide cover for racist acts, and this is what I'm saying, how this white supremacy is global, and the ones that are extremely about it, like the hardcore people that if you ask them, they'll tell you in front of 100 cameras, I'm a white racist. I hate all races of people. They have a final solution for this group and that group, right? They know that this is going on. The people that are not like them, they may not know that this is going on, right? It's a black Canadian that's narrating this video, and what he's saying is what he's showing is this white woman was saying all kind of racist stuff, and she didn't want no black doctors, and somebody recorded her. Well, what the Canadian channels did is that they blurred her face, right? And they used some excuse. Well, they blurred her face to protect her child. Now, you mean to tell me you couldn't have cropped the child's image out and shown her face? We live in a world of technology. I don't know about editing like that. I never took the time to learn editing, video editing, right? But then he shows if it's a black suspect, they show their face. If it's an Arab suspect, they show their face, right? This is the thing right here. When it's white people accused of doing something, they blur their face, and they bring them all kinds of excuses as to why they blur the white people's faces. Because I keep saying that these platforms are run by racists, and it is their job to protect these racists. That's exactly what it is. This woman sat here. I didn't get a chance to look at the video. This woman sat here, and I didn't look at the video, so I can't tell you what's. I think what happened is a black child went inside her bag and took something out of it, and then she walks up to the black child and says "you N-word" or whatever, and now white people have given her, what is it, $400,000 for a GoFundMe, and all these white people are coming out and saying, I support her. You support this? Even some of these YouTubers, white YouTubers that you didn't think. See, I don't use the racism word too much anymore, because racism is just a word where you think that you are superior to other races of people. A lot of people feel that way, not just white people, right? A lot of these Indians from India feel that way, right? The the real word that I'm looking at is black disdain, right? These people have black disdain. These people have black bigotry. These people have black hatred. Like, this is what's going on in their head, right? This is what's going on in their head. So, this is what I'm saying. And I've had one negative border crossing experience with a Canadian, a Canadian border guard when I was entering Canada. This woman gave me a lot of attitude, and I'm just sitting there looking at her like, what is your problem? Seriously, like, I handed you my ID. I'm asking your questions. I'm not giving you any attitude, and I felt like that bitch was racist. A lot of people have this mistaken notion that Canada is all every. Listen, there's a lot of friendly people there. There's a lot of racist people there as well too. And I didn't even know. I found this out last year. I didn't even know Canada has their own mafia. Still, I thought they were gone. Nope. Because one of their top guys got bumped off in the street, parked. He drove home, parked in his car, and two guys lit him up. That was just think it was the beginning of this year. I was like, the mafia is still in Canada. It's crazy. Canada's very racist, man. It's very racist. And what they do, closing it out, just like somebody said in the comment section, they don't think it's a problem. The white Canadians will say it's not a problem. It's more so here in the States. They always like to talk about the States all the time. You know, it's the funniest thing is I know a lot of Canadians and they always say, "Look at America. Look at America." They're always wagging their finger at America. Meanwhile, there is shootings in Toronto, man. Come on now. Right? There's a lot of gun control in Canada, but if you turn on Toronto news, as we start to get warm, there's going to be a lot of shootings in Toronto. They act like, oh, it's America and their guns and their violence. Like every Canadian that I know, they always talk on that same level. You Americans and your guns. You have gangs and guns in Canada. You have illegal guns. You have shootings in Canada. They always try to act like they're better than us. In a lot of ways, they are. They have the same European food standards as far as I know. I was talking to one of them. They ban red dye number 4 and all this garbage. But other than that, they have some of the same problems that we have. They've had their what was it? The Homolka case. They've had serial killers all throughout Canada. Different nations, similar problems. That's about it.